it kind of matched with what I was doing. And I said that sometimes also when, when you're having heated arguments, you really need to take a kind of a step back in certain places and just let it play out and say, no, no, you're 100% right. And we just go by what you view. It doesn't, we don't have to take things personally, because eventually the greater good is that you have to work as a team. And that's all what you kind of portrayed. I mean, there were many people, of course, without a doubt, and everyone was trying to get this. Also, I don't like people who get too desperate to get into a job. So, personally speaking, I always prefer to pick someone, because that person also feels he has to live up to the potential because he's been picked. While it could go sideways also, you can start feeling really great about yourself, and that ego can go to your head. But you didn't seem like a guy like that, and I think you did your job to the fullest. I think Emily, who was the next person in charge before she left the college, actually came and told me that thank you very much for recommending Raghu. He's been a great addition to the team, and it was a great choice. So I think this was good enough for me to know that it was a good impartial decision, someone who could carry forward the legacy, and I believe it was a great choice. So overcoming that was just being rational, being impartial, and sometimes you have to look at the greater good, and sometimes your friends don't fit into it, and that doesn't mean that your acquaintances don't fit into it just because your friends don't. So you have to be a little bit cautious, because eventually it was my name attached to you as well. So I had to be cautious about recommending someone who comes back and says that, okay, you recommended the right guy. And I feel good about it, because then I also get a tick in internally, that I can recognize talent. So I'm getting into the C suite. When I'm talking to people, I have to recognize them, and whom do I need to add to my team. And now with the position in which I am, I've already recruited a couple of people in my team. It just helped me, in this process, to kind of go through it again, re-experiencing that whole thing, and it was a great experience, man.
Awesome, awesome. So even your presentation in India, when you were giving us, we had like probably there were like 7, 8 colleges from US only, and there was colleges from Canada, and we had to attend different presentations. Your presentation or representation of University of Tampa was kind of unique. There was like, okay, what's University of Tampa going to offer you? Majority of it, but 20% also there was a little personal touch to it, saying when you get in, get your driving license, get this done, get like, you had a checklist irrespective of any university. That was actually amazing. That was really, how did you think about that?
Because I faced it, man. I mean, I realized when I had to pick up, 4 bags all by myself from a Walmart and walk for a mile back home. That was a point where I realized that this is not going to work long term. This is not going to really work long term. And then I started, kind of talking to people, getting a hang of things. My American friends started, questioning me. I met some really cool guys, Brayton and Justin. These two guys have been really were my backbone during that time period, and extremely helpful. There was another guy. He was just there for a semester, Jackson Morgan, and he was extremely helpful for the semester that he was there.